Gardner, and this week's topic has been about core stability. So I'm going to show you some exercises today to help you with the core stability. And these are all levels for beginner to advanced. And there's going to be modifications as you go along. If you have back pain, definitely start with the beginner and go easy on yourself, but work towards the intermediate and the advanced levels. So the first exercise that I'm going to show you is called something called a pelvic tilt. And you can do this standing, sitting, or laying down. I'm going to actually show you standing and laying down so you can kind of see how it's done. So I'm going to face you from the side, and I'm going to put my feet about shoulder width apart. And you're going to just see I'm going to keep my core engaged, so that just means that it's tight. I'm holding everything in, I'm standing up tall, and then I'm going to take my hips and kind of tilt them like a dog is tucking its tail in between its legs. You're just going to do that a few times. You don't have to bend the knees or anything, just kind of ease into that motion of the tail being tucked in between the legs. I'm going to show you while we're laying down too. So same thing, knees bent, keeping that core engaged, and you're just doing that motion of tucking the hips or the tail between the legs. You want to do that about 10 times, 3 times each, and then do that throughout the day. And that's going to really help build that core stability. So the next one is called a bird dog. You are going to be on your hands and knees. You're going to start with doing one arm, the other arm, and then one leg and the other leg. So you want to do that at one time, and you want to make sure you keep the core tight. You're just slowly moving those muscles to try to work those core muscle groups. Now, so that's the beginning level. The next level is doing across like that. So doing 2 at the same time. You can do this. And then the advanced level is bringing it out, and then bringing it back in and out, and then switching sides with that. So those are the different levels that you can do. If you're just starting out with this, just do one arm, one leg at a time. Okay? So the next one is called a side bridge. You can do this from your knees or from your ankles. I'm going to do it from my knees because my knees are a little bit weak. So you're going to just kind of rest your hips on the table or on the ground. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your arm about right underneath your shoulder. Keep that core engaged again. And you're just going to bring your body up. Keep that tight. You want to hold it for about 10-15 seconds to start. Go ahead and pause it. The side bridge, you want to hold up in this position with your core tight for about 10-15 seconds. And then we're going to go to the bridge next. So the next one after the side bridge is we're going to do a bridge. And again, this is just something that you can modify as you need to, but you're going to be laying on your back flat, knees bent, and you're just going to engage that core again, and you're going to lift your butt off the ground. And you're going to hold that for about 10-15 seconds at first, working up to 30 seconds, and even a minute if you can hold it that long. And then just come back down and relax. You want to rest a couple seconds before you do it again. So I'll do it again, and back down. Okay? So the next one we are going to do, well actually let's do the curl up because we're going to be in the same position. You're going to have the back flat again, but you're going to put your arms underneath the small of your back. Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you want to make sure that you keep your neck straight, and you're going to lift your body up from your rib cage, not from your neck. So you don't want to lead with your neck, you want to lead with your chest. Make sure that core is tight when you lift up. And what you want to do is just lift up and back down. You don't want to hold it because it's going to put a lot of strain on your stomach, on your core muscles if you've not been used to doing this before. So lift up and back down. And engaging that core the entire time. Okay? So We have 2 more. The next one is called a dead bug. It's kind of the bird dog, but laying on your back, okay? So we're gonna lay with our arms and legs out like this, kind of like a dead bug on the ground. And we're gonna start with raising our arm up, other arm, leg, and leg. And you're gonna do that keeping the core tight again. So that's the beginner level, is just doing one at a time, right? So the next level we're gonna do cross body. So we're gonna do one arm, opposite leg. Same thing, one arm, opposite leg. Okay? So that's there's only really 2 levels with that one. You want to start with doing one arm at a time, one leg at a time, and then do opposite arm and leg, okay? So the last one is called a plank. There's different modifications for this one as well. You can start on knees and elbows, knees and hands, or you can do you can do feet, toes, and either elbows or hands, whichever are more comfortable for you. So we're going to start with doing elbows and knees, just to kind of see where the basic level of it is. So you can start with your being on all fours, come down to elbow level. You're going to make sure that core is tight. And you're just going to hold this position for starting about 10-15 seconds if you can, working your way up to 30, and just kind of holding, making sure you're breathing the entire time, but just holding this position. Okay, I'm going to show you from this position with legs up. So this is working more of the whole body. And now we're going to go back down to knees and do arms up. So this is the next level. Putting a little bit more strain in the low back there. So if you do have low back pain, I wouldn't do this one first. And then the last one is just on toes, on hands, all the way up. Making sure you're keeping that core engaged the entire time. Make sure that you're breathing, you're not holding your breath. So those are some 7 core exercises that I do on a regular basis that I tell my patients to do, and that can really benefit building those core muscles up and making sure that core is a lot stronger and a lot more stable, and helps maintain better lifestyles. Thanks for joining us today, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.